Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Tyler McNabb, and this, and those, and that, and this, and all of this is my 400EX. So, as you know, the last episode I went through and totally tore down the 400, so all we have left is the frame. And so in this episode, I'm going to do a little bit more of that teardown process. Mainly I'm going to focus on the swing arm and the A-arms is what we're going to focus on this episode. The main thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize my brand new press that I've got over there and press out all the bearings inside of these arms, so the swing arm and the A-arms. And so yeah, I'm excited to get to use that press. I've already used it once actually. The link bolt that was in here was like seized in there, so I used the press to press it out, and that was kind of my first time doing that. So anyway, I have very limited experience with pressing stuff out, so if you see something in the video that I'm doing wrong, try not to be too hard on me, because this is my first time kind of really working with a press. So we're going to go through, get all the bearings out of there, and then also I'll have to get the joints off the end of the A-arms as well. So other than that, I'm not sure exactly what else I'm going to do in this episode. Depending on how much film time that takes, I may get into trying to clean some stuff up in my parts washer. I just ordered a bunch of like kind of accessories from part washer, a bunch of different types of brushes and cleaners and that different stuff to try to make parts washing a lot easier. So I may include some of that stuff in the episode, but the main thing I'm focusing on, I need to get the A-arms and swing arm all good and cleaned up, so I can get those to the powder coater as soon as possible, because this time of year powder coaters are usually super busy from people doing the exact same thing that I'm doing, tearing their quads down, rebuilding them for the next year. So that's the main thing I need to focus on, is get that stuff good and ready to go to the powder coater, and then we can continue with the build after that. So let's quit the chit chat and get right into it. Let's do it. Okay guys, well, got everything prepped. A-arms, got all the seals and bushings and the joints out of the end. Got all those done there. Did the same thing for the swing arm. Got the sleeves out of there and the seals and all that. And then I rigged up this fancy device. As you can see here, this is like a pipe nipple with some sockets taped together and then a sliver of a license plate shoved in there. And you may be asking, why the heck are you doing that? Well, I do know when you're doing anything on a press, especially something like these A-arms, where there's nothing to support. So there's nothing to support between these. If you're pressing down on this, well, there's a chance that it could bend that down, and that's the last thing you want, is to bend your A-arms. So what you're supposed to do is put something in between there that kind of gives some support. And you know, this may not give the best support, but it's better than nothing. So yeah, got a pipe nipple, some impact sockets, and then a sliver of license plate shoved in there to give me a little bit of support when I'm trying to press these bearings out. So yeah, so like I said, this is my first time doing this, so don't be too hard on me if you see me doing anything too stupid. So I think I've claimed before that I'm not a professional mechanic. So yeah, anyways, let's get to pressing out these bearings real quick, and then hopefully we can have basically everything ready to go to powder coat. So let's get to it. Okay guys, well, got all the bearings pressed out of the A-arms and swing arm, so those are all ready to go. Got all the old bearings sitting right here. Some of them, especially, I think it was this guy in the swing arm, was particularly hard to get out. It may have been that one, it may have been one of the other ones, but anyway, yeah, so this press was very helpful in doing that. I mean, in reality, it probably only took me about half hour to press all those bearings out, so much quicker than the basically only other alternative would be, I think, like getting a hammer and just trying to beat the bearings out. That's like the only alternative that I could think of. So and that wouldn't be good on the A-arms. So yeah, so if you're ever going to replace A-arm bearings, you pretty much need to pick up one of these guys. Go down to Harbor Freight, and this is the 20-ton shop press, and I think they retail for around $249, I think, is what I paid for it. And then plus I signed up for their inside track club or whatever it's called, and I got like an extra 30 bucks off or something. So there's that. And then they also make a 12 ton, which is a little bit smaller. I opted for the 20 ton, not necessarily because I really need a 20 ton press, but it's just a lot bigger than the 12 ton. And so if I ever want to use this, you know, someday working on my truck or anything like that, then I've got the extra space and the extra power needed just in case. But anyway, so yeah, I got all those bearings and everything pressed out. That's probably all I'm going to do for this video. This is probably going to be a shorter video. I honestly can't think of anything else to add in quite yet, because basically all I'm going to be doing really is I'm going to wash all of the A-arms, the frame, everything. I guess I can talk about what all I'm powder coating. That's what I'll do real quick. So as you can guess, I'm going to be powder coating the A-arms, powder coating the swing arm, got all the bearings pressed out, going to be powder coating the frame and the subframe, got that sitting over there. Then I'm also going to be powder coating my Nerf bars, get a fresh coat on those, as well as the front bumper. And honestly, I think that's about it. That's all I'm going to be taking to the powder coaters. I don't really want to, you know, tear down. I don't want to powder coat the engine or anything like that, because powder coating the engine, the powder coat will actually hold in heat. And so you can powder coat engine parts, but I just rather not. If I was going to do anything to my engine, it would be Cerakoting, which I want to get into at some point, but just never have. And so at some point, maybe I'll do that. But that's pretty much all I'm going to take to the powder coaters and have them do. Other than that, I can't really think of anything else. So color combos, I guess I can kind of talk about that, but these guys are staying the same color. The front bumper and the Nerf bars are all going to be black. And then I haven't 100% decided on frame, subframe, swing arm, A-arms. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not going to do, you know, fluorescent yellow or something crazy like some of these people do. I want it to look good, but I also want to do like a good color that, you know, if I want to switch my graphics up later, or if I want to switch, you know, plastics, if for some reason I would switch plastics or something later, that it could go with multiple colors. So I'm not going to do anything crazy. What I'm kind of thinking right now is maybe I'm planning on doing probably black frame, black A-arms, black swing arm, just kind of a blackout. If you've seen any of these quads that do kind of a blackout, they look pretty good. And then I'm buying a new steering stem as well, so that's going to be black also. So what I'm thinking right now is kind of a blackout. The only other thought I'd had was possibly doing like a blue frame. If you've seen any of these red quads that have blue frames, they look kind of cool. But A-arms and swing arm are definitely probably getting black. Nerf bars and bumper, definitely black. And then subframe and frame, I'm not 100% sure on yet, but it'll probably be black. So anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter one, just because all I really did was press those bearings out. So yeah, next episode, I'm not sure exactly what I'll do. I may film me doing some cleaning up using the parts washer, because when I put this thing back together, you know, all the powder coated stuff's going to look really good, but I want everything else to look good as well. So over the winter, I'm going to go through, I'm going to clean everything up. That includes the engine. I bought some like little scrub brushes and stuff to really scrub this thing and get it looking nice. You know, probably won't look brand new, but it'll look pretty good, as well as just all this stuff. I'll give all this stuff a good scrub to make sure it looks really good. So anyway, I'll quit rambling here. I want to thank you guys for coming back, watching the channel. Hopefully you're enjoying the 400 build so far. I know we're not too far into it, but we'll start getting into it. So anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.